So in the previous video, I had not submitted the DFS code, so let me just do that first. So as to show you that the DFS code is also working correctly. So this was our DFS part, and let me just show you. And this is our BFS part. So in this video, we're going to be discussing the BFS part, but let me show you the DFS solution. And yeah, it has been accepted. So let's go over the BFS solution, right? So yeah, this is the BFS part. So we've kept some of the same things same as the previous one, which is DFS. We have kept the unordered sets of visited and found boxes. So visited will check for the boxes that have already been visited. So there's no need to visit again because we have already considered the candies from that box already, right? So visited is for checking candies from that particular box, from boxes visited, from those boxes which have been visited to not be considered again, So that's basically the main aim to get our visited unordered set. And found boxes basically keeps a check for those boxes which have been found. Keep a check. So we keep this to keep a check for closed boxes which might get opened later on if we find the key in another box, right? So that's the main crux of taking these two. And answer basically stores the number of candies, the maximum number of candies that we'll get, right? So a typical BFS approach where we basically use a queue. So basically initialize a queue. Insert. We'll basically be inserting those boxes which we have now and can open and are open, right? So basically initial boxes we have, so we'll add those. So for int box in initial boxes, found boxes dot insert that box. So in those boxes we add this to found boxes, and we check if the status of the box is open, that is equal to 1. Then we push the box, q dot push box, and which dot insert box, because now the box has been visited, so we don't want to revisit it again. That's why we mark it as visited, and we add this into the answer, that is candies of box. Now we check while q is not empty, box is equal to q dot front, q dot pop, typical BFS approach. So we do that. And for int inside box in contained boxes, so basically now this one is the same as the part where we did it in DFS. So this is the DFS part, we did this, and now we're just applying it to the BFS code. So for each inside box, we again insert it into found boxes unordered set, and we check if the status of that inside box is open. If that inside box is open, and if it has not yet been visited. So if it is not visited, so not visit.count inside box. So if that box is not inside box is not been visited, and if it is open, then we can obviously go in that box. So we firstly push this inside box, we mark it as visited, that we have already visited this inside box, and we take the candies from that box. That is, we add it to the candies to the final answer, which is our maximum possible candies. So this is updated, answer is updated now. And same now we do for the box key, which is we go to the keys vector, vectors, and keys of box vector. So for each box key, we check for the status of that particular box. If this box, so box key basically represents a box which already contains a key. Since keys of box is basically all those boxes which have any key in them for any other box, right? For opening any other box. So if the status of box key is 1, which means it can be opened in future if we reach this box. So therefore we check in this case that we're basically setting this, and if found boxes dot count box key, this means that if in case that particular box is found in the found boxes vector, sorry, unordered set, that means that it was earlier visited but it had not yet been opened, and we check if the box key has not yet been visited. So if that particular box has not yet been visited, and if we earlier found it in a condition where it was closed, but now since we have the key for this, that is the status has now been set to 1, that means it has been opened. Now we can visit it, and now we can extract the candies from this as well. So therefore we just do q.push box key, mark it as visited, and then answer plus is equal to candies box key. So basically we update the answer again, and finally return the answer, and that completes our solution. So now I'm just submitting it to show you whether it's accepted or not. And as you can see, this is accepted. And yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching.